All right, so I'm so excited that you guys are here, and we're going to be talking tonight about New Year's nutrition. Do you like my little play on words there? Um, it's the beginning of the new year, and we all have, it's like that time. We talked about mindset last week. It's that time when we are setting goals and we're ready to buckle down and get serious about our fitness. And so nutrition is a huge part of our fitness. So for some of you that have been here a while, you might say, oh, I know this stuff when we get to it, but it's always important to get that refresher course and kind of go back to the basics on these nutrition tips, okay? So let's see. Before we get started, I'm going to kind of introduce myself to you a little bit because those of you that are newer, you don't know me, and you're probably wondering, why should I even listen to that girl? Well, my name's Tiffany. I work for headquarters and I do their lifestyle. I'm their lifestyle webinar girl. I do some other things, running and stuff. To kind of like give you an introduction, before Delta Life, I was a runner, and I did, I was active, and I went to the gym sometimes and got on the treadmill or the elliptical machine. That was kind of the extent of my working out, and I did a triathlon. But then I got pregnant with my third baby, and now to tell you a little bit, although I was active during that whole time. You guys, I ate whatever I wanted. Like, I had zero self-control. And if what I wanted, I ate. And it never really caught up with me. And then I got pregnant with my third baby, and I was 34 when I got pregnant with my third baby. And she was a surprise. And so at that time, I was at my fittest, but then I got pregnant, and I was older than I had been with my other two. And I gained a lot of weight while I was pregnant. But the whole time I thought to myself, this is going to come right back off, because it always has come right back off. And as soon as I start running again, it's going to be fine. I'll be okay. Well, what happened was I had my baby, and then I had my baby, and then a few months, as soon as I was cleared from the doctor, I tried to start running again, and I couldn't get back into my groove. It wasn't happening. So I saw different Facebook ads. And my friends were all going to this Delta Life, and I wanted to go. So I went and visited it, and I loved it, but I wasn't willing to spend the money at that point to join it. And so I thought, I'm just going to run. Well, you guys, running was getting me nowhere with this post-pregnancy weight. Like, it wasn't going anywhere. So, and in fact, the picture on the left you see of me is about 4 months after I'd had my baby, and I had been running for about 2 months trying to get the weight off, and it wasn't going. And that picture is about a week before I started at Delta Life. So I joined Delta Life, and they gave me this book to write down all of my food. It was like a food journal to write all of my food down in. And Jade, she was my coach, and she's like, all right, I want you to write down your food today and bring it back tomorrow and show it to me. You guys, like, it was terrible. I wrote down just like a normal day what I would eat. So I ate like a bag of popcorn for lunch, and then I ate like 6 Tootsie Pops. Like, literally, I ate 6 Tootsie Pops. That was my nutrition before I joined Delta Life. And it was not good. But Delta started teaching me about nutrition. Some things I already knew, but they gave me the support, the accountability to stick to it, to stick to a healthier nutrition. And I learned some things we're going to talk about tonight that kept me on track. And in 6 months, I think it took about 6 months for me to drop 30 pounds and 10% body fat, just by working out at Delta and fixing the nutrition problems that I had. So that is what we're going to talk about, the things that I changed when I joined Delta. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. that you can implement today, tomorrow, to stick to your New Year's nutrition goals. All right, so thank you, Liz. All right, so Liz said hooray. She said you rock, which is awesome. Thanks, I appreciate that. Okay, but it's not me. Anyone can do it, you guys. With Delta and with the tools they give us, any of us can achieve that. And that's what's so exciting to me. Okay, all right, so nutrition resolutions. That's what we're talking about. We all, we all are making them right now. That's why we're here. Well, there's only one approach to these nutrition resolutions, and that is you want to set yourself up. What are you going to set yourself up for? Well, you don't want to set yourself up for failure, but you can. How do you think, and this is where I'm going to ask you to go ahead and type in the question box, maybe some answers of how, or some ideas of how you think you could set yourself up for failure. You've got a goal, you just have some resolutions, but for some reason, you're not achieving those resolutions. Awesome, I see unrealistic expectations, not planning, crash dieting, not meal prepping, meal planning. Yes, those are huge. Awesome. Unrealistic, drastic changes. Yeah, it's going to take time. Being too strict. Love it. Having junk foods around the house. Not having a daily plan or meal plan, expecting results too quickly and losing motivation, not planning ahead, set attainable goals, no accountability. That's huge, and that's one thing I love about Delta. They offer that accountability within the groups. You know, we love, in our Santa Rosa group, we love to post our healthy recipes and, helping us keep on track. Awesome. Binging, happy hour. Yes. Okay, so awesome. These are all, exactly, you're all right. Those are all ways you're going to set yourself up for failure. There's just a few that I'm going to touch on tonight. You're going to set yourself up for failure if you keep your trigger food in the house. Whatever it is that you're like, oh my goodness, I just can't stay away from chocolate or potato chips or donuts or cake, whatever it is that you're gonna fall for, if you keep that in the house, I mean, you may as well just like throw in the towel. You're setting yourself up to fail. Secondly, allowing yourself to starve to death. When you are trying to achieve a healthy nutrition, the last thing you want to do is eat so little that, you're dieting. So if you're dieting, you can't eat, you've got to be starving all the time. No, when you allow yourself to feel that like starving, oh my goodness, and you get hangry, right? Any of you get hangry? That's me to a T. But when you starve yourself like that, then you're going to end up caving and eating whatever you can find. Okay, like you're going to just jump in. Okay, I've done that. And then also, thirdly, celebrating with food. We're going to encounter celebrations, okay? We always have something to celebrate. Well, if you celebrate everything, if you celebrate your successes and your kids' successes and your family, if you celebrate everything with food, you're going to be setting yourself up to fail because there's always something to celebrate. So try to think of different ways to celebrate. If you're celebrating your own success, try to do it with a way that isn't like, well, if I, if I weigh in on Friday and I've gotten my goal, then I'm going to go get me a Starbucks Frappuccino or something like that. You're already setting yourself up for for failure by celebrating with food. You can apply that to even with your kids. If there's a birthday, maybe instead of, obviously you're going to serve cake to your kids for their birthday, but maybe instead of going out for a big dinner at, this restaurant that you're going to just wreck your nutrition on, do something else. Maybe go do something fun together as a family and do something else to celebrate than to revolve all of your celebrations around food. Okay, and then secondly, setting yourself up for success. What are some ways that you think would set yourself up for nutrition success? I like that. Jennifer says, if she wins the Powerball tonight, there will be a cupcake. You can bring everybody a cupcake if you win the Powerball. All right, so setting up for success, meal prepping, planning meals, team accountability, menu planning, having a buddy. Ooh, I like that. Having a buddy. Positive thinking. I love that. Positive thinking goes so far. That's a whole nother topic, but I would love to talk about talking positive to yourself and speaking truth and only truth. If you talk, oh, I could go on that tangent forever. But let's see. Meal prepping and planning, awesome. Setting incremental goals, love it. Getting your husband on board, that is so good. That's a good one. Meal prepping, awesome. Flatten the tires so you can't drive to Starbucks. You sound like a kindred spirit of mine. Awesome. Light dressings, love that. A cheat meal, that's great too. Okay, cool. Love these. Taking healthy snacks with you. These are so good, you guys. Get your whole family on board, awesome. Go to Delta Life and do the work. Very good. Okay, so let's talk about, I have a few things about successes that we're going to talk about. All right. First of all, many of you shot this one out there, and we are right on the same page. Plan, plan, plan. Plan your breakfast menu, plan your lunch menus, plan your snacks, plan your dinners. Plan it all out. If you have a plan, you are so much more likely to stick to it than if you're like, well, I'm going to eat healthy this week. And somebody's like, well, what are you having for dinner? And you say, well, I don't know. I have to go to the grocery store. I don't know what we're having. You know, if you plan it out, you are so much more likely to stick to it. And then secondly, and then also remember, we do have resources. As far as planning goes, you guys, Pinterest is a great place to look for healthy recipes. Don't get sucked in. Like if you just log on to Pinterest, like the first thing that's going to pop up is like cinnamon rolls. Just ignore that and search for healthy recipes because they've got great paleo recipes on there. They have just great healthy recipes. Secondly, meal prep. Okay, so pick a day whenever you start your week. If you start your week on a Monday, then on Sunday, spend that whole day meal prepping. Cook your meats, divide out your snacks. I like to make a trail mix that's just a homemade trail mix with some like almonds and just a few dark chocolate chips, which helps to feed my my sweet tooth, and some different nuts and stuff. Well, I'll put that together and I'll go ahead and portion it out so that I can have one of those a day. Go ahead and chop up your veggies. If you like to make an omelet in the morning with veggies or scrambled veggies into your eggs, I love to do that. Go ahead and chop up some zucchini and some squash and some spinach and have all that in a container so that when you wake up in the morning and you're pressed for time, you can quickly throw that in and cook it. Go ahead and get everything prepped and ready to go. And then you don't have an excuse. Your meat's already cooked. Your veggies are already chopped. And you know what? If you don't eat it, they're going to go bad. So there's even a better reason to stick with the plan. Another thing, try if possible. I know we're all super busy, but if possible, try to eat dinner before 6 o'clock and try not to eat anything else after 6 o'clock. That was the first thing Jade told me to do when I joined, and I tried to stick to it. Yes, yes, yes. The women who work out in the evenings, you can eat after 6, after your workout. You can definitely do that, or you can have like your protein shake after your workout for sure. But try not to, what you want to avoid doing is snacking, having that little bedtime snack just because you do, like because it's routine. So, you know, you're going to eat a little something before you go to bed. You want to avoid doing that. And one way that I that gets me every time. If I'm craving something and I'm sitting in bed with my husband and I'm craving something, if I go get me a big, huge cup of ice water, that does it for me. Like right away. Like I can drink that ice water and the craving goes away. Or brush your teeth or chew on a piece of gum for a little bit and that'll take care of it. So try not to eat after 6 o'clock. And then lastly, reward yourself with non-food items. So as you see successes, instead of rewarding yourself with that Frappuccino or, with that piece of cake, reward yourself with non-food items. Maybe say, well, if I reach this goal, I'll go see a movie with my girlfriends. Or if I reach this goal, I'll buy myself a new pair of jeans. Something like that will reward yourself in a small way that is not related to something that's going to, crash and mess up your nutrition goals. Okay, time. Yeah, I love these. I love these suggestions for these suggestions for rewards. Yeah, go ahead and give me, if you have suggestions for non-food item rewards, go ahead and throw those out there. I've got some saying time with my friends, a massage, love that. New workout clothes, you can never have too many workout clothes. Massage, a pedicure, new shoes, love it. Outfit, hair done. Awesome. Dress size, a new dress in a size smaller, clothes, shoes. Exactly. There are so many things that you can reward yourself with that don't revolve around food. All right. Let's see. Okay. So now I want you to share with me, what is your New Year's nutrition resolution? What is it? It can be something about, I'm going to meal prep every week. I'm going to menu plan every week. I'm going to cut out sugar. I'm going to eat healthy carbs, portion control, love it. Meal prep, let's see, meal prep every week and not get lazy about it. Awesome, I love that. Portion control, Saturday workouts and beginning yoga, love it. Cut out sugar for sure. Sugar is my bad thing, and that's what my husband and I are doing right now. We're cutting out sugar, and it's been tough, but it's so rewarding when we do it. I see a huge difference in my muscle definition, and yes, I love doing that. Eating clean, eating less sugar. Actually, eat the meals you prep. Love that. Cook at home 6 nights a week and make it to Delta Life 4 days a week. Love that. Plan, plan, plan. Try more paleo recipes, lower carbs. You guys, these are awesome. I love it. Okay, so now what I want you to do is go inspire your fellow Deltas and post your nutrition resolutions in your group. I'm going to go in there and post my New Year's nutrition resolution is to nix sugar and unhealthy carbs. Go post yours. Encourage them. Inspire them to get involved and do the same thing and just really tackle this nutrition first thing in the year. All right, guys. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate you listening and hanging out tonight. And we will talk more later. You guys go out and have a nutritious week. Bye.